Check, check.
Hello. Hello. Mic test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello. Hello. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hello. Hello. Hello, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, check, check, mic check. Hello, headquarters. Hello, hello, mic check. Hello, mic check. 1, 2, 3.
Once they are ready, I'll go and tell director.
No, but chairman, who is contacting the
Director through only.
But
Good afternoon, everyone. As we gather here to conclude the IRoC-U 2025 challenge, let us begin this valedictory function by paying tribute to our great nation. I request everyone to please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you.
It is with immense pride and joy that we welcome you all to the valedictory ceremony of the ISRO Robotics Challenge URSC 2025. It is said, ingenuity plus courage plus work equals miracles. IRoC-U 2025 is one such example of celebration of brilliance, perseverance, and innovation. We are honored to have among us the distinguished minds who have guided and supported the initiative and the young visionaries who have brought it to life through their incredible work over the past few days.
We are deeply honored to welcome the chairman of ISRO, Dr. V. Narayanan, who is joining us virtually via web conference in spite of his busy schedule. We welcome you, sir. We now take great pride in inviting our esteemed dignitaries onto the dais. Shri M. Shankaran, Director URSC. Shri Sunil Kulkarni, Chairman, IRoC-U 2025 Organizing Committee. Shri S. Sudhakar, DDCDA, Convener, IRoC-U Evaluation Committee.
As a gesture of respect and gratitude, I now formally welcome Chairman ISRO. Sir, though you are not physically present with us here, still your presence is deeply felt and appreciated. I now request Pooja to present a bouquet to Director URSC. Now I request Jyoti to present a bouquet to Chairman IRoC-U 2025. Now I request Neha to present a bouquet to DDCDA URSC. Thank you to all our dignitaries for gracing this occasion and supporting this initiative so wholeheartedly.
To reflect on this remarkable journey and share his insights, I now invite Shri Sunil Kulkarni, Chairman, IRoC-U 2025 Organizing Committee, to kindly address the gathering.
Respected Chairman Sir, ISRO, Secretary DOS, Dr. Narayan Sir, respected Director URSC, Sri M. Shankaran Sir, dignitaries and participants, good evening and a warm welcome to all for this valedictory function. As a Chairman of Organizing Committee, it gives me a great satisfaction to share a brief overview of how IRoC-U 2025 final round was conducted here in URSC and Mangalham. The event began with a formal inaugural session yesterday, followed by immediate engagement from student teams. In fact, practice session started a day earlier, that is day before the competition, and we had arranged 2 dedicated practice arena for the students participants. All safety and logistic, including ambulance, were carefully planned and executed. In fact, we had a small mishap, sir, first day. So I hope that person is fine now. With the support of our management, committee members and volunteers, every aspect of program was handled with affection and care. Over the past 2 days, the actual conduct was held for 2 days. On day 1, there were 7 participants, and in fact, yesterday we were there up to 10 o'clock. And today there were 7. A total of 16 participants were there in final round. The event ran smoothly as per the schedule, with excellent cooperation from all students, organizing members, and a valuable guidance of URSC leadership. I would like to place on record my appreciation for all the students, teams. Your discipline, preparation, and innovative spirit truly stands out. This challenge was not easy, but you took it on with a determination, and that in itself is a success. We are truly proud of you. Before I conclude, I would like to request the chair of expert committee evaluation panel to kindly share his thought observations for the final round. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Chairman ISRO, Secretary DOS, Director URSC, all committee members, and all the colleagues here, all the participants and their mentors, and some of the parents who have joined here, and all the YouTube viewers. So I will be presenting briefly on the final evaluation, what we have done on this yesterday and today for the 16 participants. I will be briefly telling. Before that, first I would like to thank our senior URSC members who were part of our committee, our superannuated members, Shri Udupaji, Shri Nagesh sir, Shri Pumani sir, and Shri Nagaraj sir for giving their expertise and valuable evaluation to this committee. And all our URSC and LEOS committee members. Almost the dispersion of our evaluation was very less actually, almost everybody evaluated similarly, so that made our task easy to give our evaluation. I will first briefly explain the challenge. So we have a 30 by 40 feet arena made with spread with some boulders, And the three safe spots have been identified, each of 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter area, which is free of boulders, almost a flat surface. And we also had defined 5 home positions, which actually it's above the boulders. We made arrangement to keep the home position so that there's a raised platform we had made, which can be shifted into multiple places. To give the different teams different conditions to start, to randomly pick the different team, we had asked them to choose one of the 5 positions and also give some variations. We had also asked them to give a heading position change, either north, east, west, or south. So almost all the teams had agreed for this type of configuration. They were ready to do that. And minor, due to some elimination, such conditions, they requested for a change. We agreed based on the merit of the requirement. So they randomly picked the position. The primary task was to autonomously start from the home position, go above 2.5 meter, hover around, and look for the 3 safe spots by the definition of 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter flat area, and land to those safe spots and take off from them steadily and go back to finally all the 3 safe spots in any order and go back to the home position. In this case, one of the safe spots was kept at 15-degree incline. That also was part of the competition. So in additional, we also had put a boundary of yellow colored marking for the boundary so that they will be restricting their movements to that. So for the actual competition purpose, we had asked them to choose the spots and go for the home position and have some question and answer sessions, minimum for explaining the system. And they were also asked to complete the task in 3 attempts. However, everybody required some attempts. It was based on, it was okay for them to just iterate and come back. It was, everybody did that properly and came back. And we had 3 kind of tasks defined. Either they can do fully autonomously from the word go, they can go from the home to all the spots and come back, or they can only demonstrate the autonomous safe spot identification by using their algorithm, or finally, they can go manually to those spots. And finally, if they have some issues, they can do manual some logics. And also, we had also asked them to give a demonstration on the safety logics in case of a battery issue or a link failure, how they're going to demonstrate. All these were clearly defined. And I should say that every team was aware of all these requirements, and they had practiced in their arena. And anyway, there were surprises which they were facing and handling it carefully. So, in fact, all the teams were going ahead with. They started mapping the area to identify the position, and all the teams had very good display software to show the base station, what it is displaying, how it is progressing, and many of the students were very enthusiastic in explaining their full configuration and what is happening. And in fact, we should accept that not every, it is typical, the real scenario when they came, it was, could not be done at the first attempt. Definitely they went back and then quickly identified the problems. In fact, as a typical ISRO way of questioning, our committee was asked, what is the reason for the issue, why it didn't happen? The students came out with the explanation of the answer, and most of the time it can be an illumination issue or a bias issue of the sensor or a tuning of the parameter. In one of the cases, they had configured, they had tuned the entire, it's a kind of machine learning algorithm they had put in for tune their parameters. They were working with a slightly bigger boulders. When here it was a smaller boulders, they could not identify the safe spot. The team quickly went back, probably identified the issue and came back with a refined thresholds. And in fact, they could do it the next time. That was the team's spirit of doing it. Quickly, all the teams have responded. And in fact, they have given, they have come out with innovative algorithms for all the detection of the boundaries and the novelty also. Many of them had the novelty. Some of them had even used the optical flow sensor using a mouse LEDs, and they have managed the sensors. And everybody was enthusiastic in demonstrating their work. That was the spirit of the system. And as it was also specified in the actual competition, it was not for making the entire hardware by themselves. It was only the integrating the system and bringing out the system together by making the innovative algorithms and bring up as a system configuration. That was the real competitive spirit. That was effectively done by all the teams. Some of them have made different prototypes, some of them demonstrated, some other prototype they developed, they found some issues, then innovated and came back to the new algorithms, the new configuration they told. And they gone with the 3D printed isolators and customized logics and vibration isolator and camera scanning logics and 2D LiDAR, visual odometry and optical flow sensors and handling the biases, inertial biases, everything people were able to demonstrate and tell us clearly. So in fact, many of them had a very good software to show that the results rendering, everything was really wonderful. And there were requirements, like I told, the illumination changes were required sometimes, position changes were required. They found some difficulty in starting from some position. The tuning of the parameters were required. Everything was based on the merit of the system. We allowed, and it was good that they were able to come back with the proper results. And I should say there was a lot of learning for everyone, the team and ourselves. And there was an excellent interaction with the team and really enthusiastic and eager to demonstrate the task. Some of them had some issues, even the hardware had failed or had some cable issues were there. They had returned back with correction. Overall, I will say it was an excellent experience and learning for the committee as well. The teams have excelled in the configuration, testing and handling and issues and solving. All the teams had enthusiastically attempted. Some were able to demonstrate most of the tasks with some attempts. So considering that, we have provided our evaluation to the team. That will be anyway taken up. And I wish to say that every team has excelled and have demonstrated their abilities and innovations in this final round. All the best for the teams in their pursuits and future. I also thank the organizers and director for giving me and the committee opportunity to make me part of this team for evaluation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving us an overview of the event's proceedings.
It is said, some men see things as they are and say why, while some dream things that never were and say why not. Leadership is not about a title or designation. It is about impact, inspiration, and influence. And today, we have amidst us a stalwart who has consistently exemplified all three: a true visionary, a scientist par excellence, and a leader whose contributions continue to shape India's space odyssey. With immense pride and profound respect, I now request Chairman ISRO to kindly address the gathering.
Director IRoC, the chairman of ISRO's Robotics Challenge competition, and Deputy Director Mr. Sudhakar, and all seniors from IRoC, former leaders, and my dear friends, young students. Very, very good evening to all of you. While seeing, in fact, I would have been very happy to come there directly to participate in the program. Because of the preoccupation, I had to leave to Delhi and lot of things has to be done. Really, I could not participate. I really miss seeing all of you, seeing your projects. But then looking at the whatever drones you have shown and the type of challenges, whatever explained, I can understand the type of activities what is carried out. And the first ISRO Robotic Challenge on developing autonomous wheeled rover was conducted in 2024. In fact, a lot of students participated, and finally, those who were declared as the winners, they were honored by none other than the President of India on 23rd August 2024. So this year, ISRO Robotic Challenge is the autonomous navigation for aerial vehicles. And I am very, very happy to know the large participants participating across the nation. Something around 2,000 students of 222 teams have participated. First of all, this type of competition, yes, finally we have to select maybe 3-4 people and then we have to give the award. But first of all, let me congratulate and compliment all the team members who participated in this program. Because each and every one of you, you are having unique talent coming to this level and participating and exhibiting your ability, something very unique and great. So I consider all of you as winners of this competition because your contribution and your knowledge improvement, your skill development, and your ability to come out with a product which can really do some work is phenomenal. Then, of course, as it was told, finally 16 top performing teams have been brought to the final round. And surely, I used to say in our office, even nowadays, that promotion also, we don't select the people, it is a matter of rejecting people. Actually, almost all the people eligible for promotion, but Government of India rule doesn't allow all the people to be promoted. So we have to see how to really remove the people. That is what probably our friends would have done. All of you are eligible, but then everybody cannot be given the award. Probably that is the reason they are going to select. They have selected 16 top performing team, and from that, of course, the winners are going to be selected. So first of all, once again, let me congratulate all the 16 top performing team for coming to this stature and to this level. See, the idea of this type of competition is multifold. Number one, this is a very, very important area. 40 years back when we were studying engineering, in fact, that PC system was just getting introduced. The knowledge of computer programming, just we were in the very, very premature stage, very, very preliminary stage. And artificial intelligence and robots, only we know the words at that point of time. But then today world and the developed situation, I think every engineering students, every +2 students, they are fully aware of what it is. And that is the type of technology transformation what has taken place. In fact, I am extremely happy to see the progress and growth in multiple domains, including artificial intelligence and robotic area. You all know today we are working on our Gaganyaan program, and Gaganyaan program we are supposed to send the human being to space. First uncrewed mission, we are going to send a half humanoid called Vayomitra. In fact, 2 days back I happened to see, of course, number of times I have seen, happened to see in ISRO, the way it is performing with multiple sensors and facial expression. Some 30-35 years back, we would not have imagined this type of development. And today, when you talk about the application of space technology for common man, of course, satellite is required. I am not underestimating the role of satellites. But a lot of things can be done by drone technology itself. A couple of things can be done by drone technology. Recently, I had a discussion with the Secretary Rural Development. So we were discussing what are the places probably the space sector can really help. One area, in fact, I was floating the idea of, in the rural area, people make roads. You know how the roads are made. Whatever budget pumped, some places in my village recently a road was made. Hardly 50% budget only has gone for road making. Remaining budget, I don't know, it has not gone into the project. So I was telling the secretary, why don't you give a project to us? We will scan wherever you are making road. We will scan the entire area and we will tell you what is the depth on which the metal is placed, how much tar is there. We will measure and give you the data. Also, a bill also will be given. Depending upon that, what is the money involved, that also will you should make the payment only based on that, not based on the contractor's requirement. So when I was thinking for this type of project, more than satellite, the drone technology is highly useful, because multiple areas you have to do, and then satellite, the revisiting and its capability, lot of constraints are there, so drone technology can be used. And drone technology is the one really which is going to rule the world, in fact. When you are talking about non-aerial vehicles, I think this is going to really play a crucial role. When we were talking about this COVID handling, when we got independence, 1947, average life of Indian in the country was hardly 32 years. And from that, today, the health sector has grown and they are doing great job. And coming to today, 8 weeks back, the average life of healthy Indian are declared as 72 years. Now, towards this, if you see, the drone technology can do a lot of things. For example, during COVID time, a lot of medicines were transported by drone. And drone is going to be useful for multiple places. Recently, before this last launch, I was in Tirupati and they had a specific requirement. specific requirement is, there are wild animals which are coming and there are troubles. Now the chief of the Tirupati temple, he wanted whether the satellite technology can be useful continuously to monitor the wild animals. Then I was thinking, if you have to put a satellite and the revisit time continuously to visit, instead of that, the drone will be the best thing. This is what I was thinking, I am going to discuss. So thereby, today, the drone technology is yielding lot of things, lot of places, northeastern states. And recently, a month back, I was in Triple IT Karnool. There a drone park I only inaugurated. Something around 40 drones they were having and a drone park. So this is going to really rule the world. Thereby, let me really compliment the organizers for selecting a topic, autonomous navigation for aerial vehicles, as a topic, and enabling the students to have some sort of understanding and skill development, and coming and participating in this type of program. Really, our children, our younger generation, their knowledge is multifold better than our knowledge. In fact, when we were students, where this type of knowledge was there, our knowledge was very, very limited because of the opportunities at that point of time. But today, the students have got a lot of opportunities, and you have got a great this one, and getting an award or reward from at this age from Prime Minister of India or President of India, or sitting close to directors of lead centers like Mr. Shankaran, one of the greatest scientists of this country. And this year we have demonstrated the docking experiment. Docking experiment, very easy to say, 2 satellites were docked. But just imagine 2 cars. In one car, your father is going in one car and mother is going in another car. Both the cars in Bangalore road traveling with some 80 to 100 kilometer per speed, our speed. And if with the support of drivers, the speed has to be synchronized and nicely both the vehicle has to be connected. You can imagine, what type of difficulty involved. And today, 2 satellites in the space, which was rotating 28,400 kilometers per hour. Of course, relative velocity was less. And with that velocity, 2 satellites and using a set of cameras, hardware, software, propulsion system, algorithms, gradually everything is reduced, speed is reduced, and correctly aligned in millimeter level. Suppose if you 1 centimeter this way, that side, you cannot connect, and micron level you have to align, and finally you have to dock. This fantastic work is done by some of the senior leaders sitting just in front of you. Actually, a lot of credit should go to the IRoC team, led by Mr. Shankaran, who is sitting in front of you. So let us give a big hand to all the team members of the people who are there. And that is the type of scientist you are encountering. At this young stage, when you encounter this type of people, then you should set great targets. What type of targets? Targets should be much, much great to take our country to much greater levels and greater heights. And, in 1947, when we got independence, our education system was very, very average. Hardly 12% people were only literates. And today that number has gone to very high level. And there was no IIT, no IIM, no All India Institute of Medical Science. Our education system was very, very bad. And 97.5% people were just below the poverty line. When you talk about below the poverty line is an English word, probably you cannot understand, but I will give you a feel of what is the below poverty line. I am from a village in Kanyakumari district. Almost out of 150 families, 75 families used to take food only 1 time per day. It was not nutritious food, just ordinary food. So from that stature, today we have come and we have bypassed the people who are ruling us for years after years, bypassing UK, and we are poor economically. What type of phenomenal growth, what has happened? And science and technology. I think there was a time we were not having any missiles, no satellites, no launch vehicles, no application, no television sets. That was the time. Today, we have grown to much higher levels. Every area, infrastructure development, science and technology, every area we have grown. Take ISRO as a system. If I have to talk about ISRO's contribution, it will take a lot of time. But this year, lot of things are done. 1963, November 21st, we had a major milestone. We had the first launch of a tiny rocket from Indian soil. And the tiny rocket was donated by USA. Donated by USA to us. And this is equal. And at that point of time, they were developing a rocket to place 125-ton payload to orbit. This is equivalent to today. Imagine ISRO is giving a average 125 rocket to a country to start the space program. What type of gap between them and us it will be there? That was the gap. And it was August 1st, 1975. We had to demonstrate first time a application. 2,400 television sets were kept in 2,400 villages, and a signal from not our satellite, from the US ATS-6 satellite was passed through the 2,400 television sets, and we demonstrated the mass communication. That means 50 years back in the space program, you can understand USA is donating a small tiny rocket, and giving a small communication link through their satellite. From that place, this year, last month 30th, we were rubbing shoulder to shoulder with US team. And we have built jointly we have built a satellite called NISR satellite. One of the payload, S-band synthetic aperture payload is from us. L-band synthetic aperture radar payload is from USA. And there is an antenna they have supplied. But the entire satellite bus was built by us and lifted off by a rocket totally developed by India. For which the cryogenic technology, entire world was denying the technology. And using that rocket, this satellite is successfully placed with kilometer accuracy in the orbit. What type of phenomenal growth it has happened. So you all are living in a era, we are really just growing technologically in par with developed nations. So dear friends, you have got a lot of opportunities. The world is really excellent. And today, everything you can understand. If you want to learn, within few hours you can learn, and great opportunities there. I can only tell all the best for all the participants, and you have got a great role to play. Say today, when we say average life of Indian has become 72 years, and we are economically fourth level. But what is needed is when we celebrate 100 years of independence, average healthy life of Indians should become 100 years. And economically, we should not be second to none. Technologically, I am 100% sure, at least the space technology, the way we are progressing, by 1940, we will be in par with anybody else, any other spacefaring nation, in terms of satellite, in terms of launch vehicle, in terms of application, in terms of human spaceflight program, will be in par. And I can only humbly suggest all the students, whichever field you work, whether engineering, medical, or administrative area, you have to really contribute, keeping in one mind, with a single-minded devotion, keeping in mind the country is above individuals. You have to contribute for making this country as a developed country before we celebrate 100 years of independence as per the vision of Honorable Prime Minister. With this, let me once again congratulate each and every participant for your outstanding performance. Not the winners alone, all the participants. Let me congratulate. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful speech. Your words have always been a source of inspiration for each and every one of us.
One of the most valuable aspects of this event is the dialogue between students and experts, a chance for young minds to ask, express, and be inspired. We now open the floor for a brief interactive session with the students. It is limited to 15 minutes. If any of the team members would like to share their experience, ask a question, or give feedback, you can do so now.
I request Chairman, sir, to please stay for the session. Students can raise their hands and maybe ask a question or two.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, this is Karthik Pandey from Sharda University. Sir, actually, I have a question that how ISRO did last docking in at that high velocity. So,
The question is to whom?
so my question is that how could the ISRO did the last docking in the space in the SpaceX mission that at that high velocity around orbital velocity and they did was able to dock two satellites at that high
The
velocity.
best person to answer is standing in front of you. So we will ask Shankaran to answer.
So, though the satellites were going at very high speed, the relative speed between the two satellites can be controlled by us. So, even though more than 27,000 kilometer per hour velocity is there for the satellites, we slowly make the two satellites come to equal speed and align with each other. To do that, as the chairman mentioned, lot of sensors, new algorithms and propulsion system, everything has been used. So in a very simple way, that is how it has been done. But it is exactly similar to how you would have jumped while moving from a moving vehicle. How will you catch a bus when the bus is moving and you have just missed it and you want to run and come and catch the bus? It is exactly similar to that. That you are able to do with your brain, eyes, and the speed control which your mind, your brain is able to compute what is the speed in which the bus is going, how much speed you have to run, what is the distance between you and the bus. When you are able to get into the bus without slipping, all these calculations are done by your mind. So here, instead of the mind, we have computers. The computers, the processing in our brain, like that it is being done by the softwares. The input to the software is coming from sensors, like your eyes, ears, and your consciousness. Like that, equal to that, lot of optical and microwave sensors are used to give this information to the computer. So it is exactly like how you run and catch a running bus, like that it has been done. Thank you.
Next question.
Good evening, sir. My question is to Chairman. Sir, as you have said, you have studied in a village school in Kanyakumari district. So, can you say your experience from studying in a village school to becoming a ISRO Chairman? And small advice for us.
So, as you have read, I am from a village school. But village school, the lot of advantages were there. Number one, I had outstanding teachers with great value. They added lot of value, moral value in our education. So we were brought up as very good students. Then, village school, there are advantages and drawbacks. What is the advantage? Advantage is whatever people I have encountered as my teachers, as my villagers, everybody was good people. So you cannot simply, in your character, simply you cannot slip in the character because we are always seeing very good people. Number two, when I was in the village, honestly speaking, I was not knowing about space program, nothing was known. Because, from a poor family background, when you are studying in a village school, what do you know? But only one thing I was very clear. When I was studying, I was very clear I should get first rank in all subjects. And first rank is only by hard work. So you have to get. So that simple target for every monthly test, every paper you should get first rank. So you pass out with first rank. I completed with the first rank, then of course joined diploma. Because I got first rank, I was put in the diploma so that I will get job. Then moved to the organization where I am working in 1947. There also the target was not to become director or chairman, nothing. Whatever assignment given to me, do to the best of my ability, to the best of our satisfaction. That is the only target. So live in the current time. Of course, you have to have great target, great aim, but then first of all, one has to perform best on the current assignment, current thing. Suppose now you are a student, yes, you have to set great targets, but you have to perform well. And all the more important is, my understanding is, one should grow as a very good human being. This is what is taught to me by my teachers. You know, in the school days, there is a Tirukural, "Villathanedu malarnittam Andradam Ullattanedu Viyaru." I strongly believe in that. The growth of individual, because some people may not know the meaning. You know, the in a pond, the length of the stem of the lotus, stem length is simply depending upon the depth of the water. If the depth of water is more, the stem length will go more, and it will ensure that it is getting the required food or whatever is required. Same way, if your heart is good, if you are good, your growth will be proportionate to that. This I strongly believe. So you have to set great targets, great aims, and of course, then you will grow to whatever level is possible, required, you will grow. So grow as a good human being, study well, all the things well, be to all your colleagues, all your elders, respect teachers, because I consider always my teachers and my senior bosses, 13 people I have reported, I consider them like gods only. Whenever I talk to them, I feel that I am talking to gods. That is the type of feeling with my teachers and elders. So once you have all these little bit qualities, everybody will encourage you and you will also grow faster. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. I am also from Tamil Nadu. So nice to talking to you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that doesn't matter whether you are from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, everywhere
Yes, sir,
good
yes,
people. So today we are talking about a Bharat. So you should not restrict or limit yourself as a Tamilian, Malayali. That approach should not be there. So grow as a Indian.
Next question.
Yeah, good evening to everyone here. Sorry? Oh yeah, I'm Gurasis. I'm from team Anveshak. Good evening to everyone. It's an open question. So I just wanted to ask, what is the end goal of this competition and particularly the problem statement this year? Are we trying to build something similar to the Ingenuity made by NASA, or is there some bigger goal? Question open to everyone. Whoever.
My understanding on this competition is to make scientific temper in you. And once that happens, lot of things will happen. This is my thinking.
Director, sir?
So as Chairman mentioned, the primary goal is to give an opportunity for students to take up something beyond the curriculum so that they also get an interest in things which are real life problems. And of course, we have a secondary aim. We are also looking at developing, for example, this year's challenge is, as you rightly pointed out, go to develop. ISRO is also developing a flying vehicle, aerial vehicle, to be used in the Martian atmosphere, and we are doing the required algorithms and the things we are doing. We also want this to be, this is going to take several years for us to realize it. So we want to bring out these kind of problems to the students community so that when some of you, after maybe 3, 4 years, 5 years, get into a space company, maybe in ISRO also, there is a possibility you may also contribute in this. The primary objective is, as Chairman mentioned, it is only to give this opportunity for students so that they get a feel of what kind of work is done for special missions like Martian helicopter. The secondary mission is, objective is, as I told, it is also helping our team when in their job, they are doing their job, and they will also interact with you people. Maybe that will help them also. That is the idea. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Due to shortage of time, we'll be taking only one more question.
Hello, sir. Myself, Shlok Chaudhary from Team Titans, YCC College, Nagpur. Sir, my question to director and chairman sir is that now we had the glimpses of developing the ANAV day and night working on the project and what the dedication goes behind the project. I would like to ask, do we have as the finalist any chances of getting an internship, because we have experience that experience like not as in technical ways, but like how the team coordination and the working behind the idea is so attracting and so what we can say, like so addictive. So is there any chance for working closely with ISRO as us as finalists? Thank you.
See, for students and those students who are just gone out of college, already there are existing schemes of internship which has been going on for last few years, where this kind of internship options are available. Please log into the ISRO website. All details are available there. You can, both the students during their vacation time and those students who have just finished their colleges also have opportunities as for short-term internships. And there are also other opportunities for research which happen as institutionalized research with the faculty supported by the students from colleges who have an interest in developing some technology which is aligning with the goal of ISRO. Such opportunities are also available. All this information is available in the ISRO website. Please go through the ISRO website and find which suits your interest, and we can look forward to welcoming some of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Maybe we can...
Director URSC, we can take one decision. Probably we'll discuss in the ISRO Council. This type of competition, whatever we are conducting, the winners can be given a free hand to join for the internship. We'll take a decision in the appropriate place and we'll record, and so that they can be given. The winners can be given directly. They can send a note, and so that they can be accommodated in the internship without putting through the proper selection process and other things. That type of decision probably will take, and we will declare in the appropriate time.
Thank you, sir, for that generous announcement, and I think some of you will be very happy with that.
Thank you so much, Chairman, sir. Thank you so much, Director, sir.
Maybe one last question.
So, a very good afternoon, everyone. I am MD Mustafa Abdullah from Team Cosmos, IM Kolkata. So, I am doing my internship at VSSC. So, my question was that the ATS checkouts and all the other electronics which are used in testing, as well as other facilities which I haven't visited, they use very old electronics, very old computers. Like the embedded system computer use Windows XP and they run Windows XP Pro. So is there any specific reason to use old electronics in test stack as well as in other domain, or is there a question of reliability in modern electronics? That's my question.
Okay, in many cases, it is these computers drive some special equipments. They have, some of the equipments have a limitation. They cannot be driven by all the new latest Windows or Linux-based systems. They can only be controlled by old XP. In fact, XP is still used in many of our computers to control some of the equipments because of this reason only. The equipment are very valuable. There is no ready replacement for such equipment. So it is better to maintain the XP computer to run those equipment rather than search for a new equipment. That is the reason it happens like that.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, esteemed dignitaries, for answering the question so patiently. Thank you, Chairman, sir, for your time and patience. Now we continue with the further proceedings of the program. It is said, do not go where the path may lead.
Chairman, sir, thank you very much for your participation and inspiring word towards the students. We know your time is very valuable. On behalf of all the students who have participated and all the URSC and other center members who are part of this evaluation team, and some other people, even some onlookers have come here to watch this. On all their behalf, let me thank you for your spending this much time with us and also patiently answering some questions of the students. Let me thank on everybody's behalf. Thank you very much, sir. Please give a big hand to Chairman ISRO.
Thank you. So with all your permission, I am leaving. Because some other important work is there. Because 8 o'clock is my flight.
Thank you, sir.
A lot of things have to be
Thank
done.
you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
It is said, do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. And today we have amidst us one such visionary leader, Director URSC Shri M. Shankaran. With profound respect, I now request our respected Director URSC to kindly come forward and address the gathering.
Thank you, Samrata. Once again, yesterday also I had to thank you. Now today also I am thanking you. Anyway, after chairman has spoken, what is there for me to tell? Because head only should wag the tail, isn't it? The tail should not wag the head. But still, I would once again express appreciation and admiration for all of you who have taken the trouble and effort to participate in this competition. And you can see the evaluation and other team members from URSC, the smile on their faces. That is all because of you. Your youthful innocence and exuberance is very, very infectious. That is why all of our people, you can see, all of them are smiling. So thank you for all the smile, what you have given us, and I am sure you will make this country even more proud and make many more people proud. I also understand from the evaluation team that some of you had, in fact, come up with some very, very innovative ideas. I'm told that AML techniques for object detection has been employed by many of you. Wire-based isolation for protecting the camera from vibration. Optical flow sensor. You have made your drone itself like an optical mouse. That's what I was told. It's a very innovative idea. And use of planar lidars for 3D scanning. In fact, we are just started within ISRO itself. The use of lidars for 3D mapping and imaging has started few years ago only. So it is really very, very heartening that some of you could even master that usage of the lidar technology is very, very inspiring. And differential pixel rate determination for using elevation. This is also a very innovative technique, which is also recently only been included in the satellite imaging data processing by ISRO. It's very, very, very good credit for all of you to have taken up such things. 3D referencing for sensors. Okay, 3D printer manufacturing of the sensors and actuators. That also, in a big way, 3D printing, additive manufacturing is being adopted everywhere, and you are not far behind. And the most gratifying thing, what I heard, the last point, what I heard from our evaluation team is that somebody has brought a second drone. It is a truly, I think you are ready to join ISRO. That much like, because this is our bottom line, because whenever we do, we have to have a backup. When we do something, there should be a backup or a redundant system. So if somebody thought about such thing, is really, so how seriously you have taken your task, it is an indication of that. So I just, for sample, I took some 5-6 points from the people who evaluated. So the credit is not for me to identify this. This is the credit goes to all these people who evaluated your designs. It is for them. So thank you very much, the team, for identifying innovation and new things from this young team. So you all might have seen what happened, or you would have heard about what happened during the last year's challenge. In fact, the teams performed very well during the preliminary rounds, had some difficulty in the final round, in the field round here in the same place. But this time I am seeing the performance in the final round is definitely better than last time. So you can be very proud that this 16 teams performance was definitely better than the 10 teams who came last time in the final round for performing. So a big hand for all of you for that. And last time, some of the people who were earlier also part know that all the 10 rovers were taken to Bharat Mandapam in Delhi on the 23rd of August, on the day of the National Space Day celebration, and displayed to Honorable President, and the final winners were announced by Honorable President on that day, and the prizes for the top 3 were given by the Honorable President. So this time also we are trying to get some similar thing done. So though all your evaluation is completed, all the markings have been completed, today we are not going to announce the result. Your results will be announced by the dignitary who is going to hand over the prizes on 23rd August at Bharat Mandapam. Because if I announce that, then there is no value for the event that is going to happen on 23rd August. So how many of you will be called? How many prizes will be handed over on that day? Today I do not know. We are still working with the officers in Delhi to finalize that. So I am telling you both the good and bad news. Good news is that some of you are going to definitely come to Delhi to be part of the National Space Day 2025 celebration. But the bad news is that today you are not going to get the outcome of all your efforts of last 8 months. So your results will be announced on 23rd August at Bharat Mandapam by whoever is going to be the chief guest on that day. So you can imagine what is the level of importance ISRO attaches to this event. Because last time Honorable President was the person who announced the results and handed over the prizes, the mementos. This time also we are trying to do something similar. Since unless it is confirmed, I am not able to tell you who is going to give you how many prizes. So that will happen on 23rd August. So please continue with your suspense till 23rd August. But I think all of you, I have this one. The people who do their work, they know inside what they have done is worth of what. So you know what you have done. The persons who have done the best know that they are most likely, at least if not first, second, third, one of the prize winners you are going to be. That much you will be aware. I am sure about that. So we will keep the suspense till 23rd August and hope that big dignitary whom you will be proud to receive the prize from them is going to award you this prize, whoever is going to be the prize winner. So I hope you are not too disappointed with this. We are trying to make this as big as possible, this IRoC-U event as big as possible. So please bear with us for this. Now having done the difficult part, now I can talk about what is the takeaway for us from this and for you from this. I should admit to you that yesterday when I entered this hall, first remark I made to Sunil was that this arena, none of you are going to land a drone. You cannot, none of URSC people will be able to land a drone. This is what I told him. And I am very, very pleasantly surprised. Many of you succeeded, and succeeded, some of you autonomously also in the first attempt. So congrats. It is an outstanding achievement. There could have been some shortfall in your performance. Please don't mind that. It is there is no learning without encountering a failure. I don't know whether this I have mentioned to you before. I will, and please don't quote me anywhere. I'm not supposed to say this, but I will tell you. I have told in, okay, your team only on 1 month ago when you people came to URSC, I told this. I will tell you again the same thing because some of you are new. I can tell you very much, if the Chandrayaan-2 had successfully landed, I will not be very confident next time or next 10 times whether we will be fully successful in landing an object on a moon surface. But the loss of Chandrayaan-2 lander taught us a lot of lessons. That is what has made us very confident and learn many things during the Chandrayaan-3 landing. Now I am very confident, though I will retire in another one year. I am very confident ISRO will not fail in a lunar landing anytime from now onwards. That is the lesson. That is the lesson failure gives us. Failure, if it is taken in the right spirit, if you get a failure and sulk and sit in one corner and blame yourself or somebody else, nothing will come out of it. Whereas when you encounter a failure, you introspect, discuss with your peers, your colleagues, and your seniors and juniors, everybody, whoever is capable of giving you an assessment. That is when you learn the maximum. That is the point I am trying to convey to you. If out of the 16 teams, some teams don't get, have not completed your task 100% successfully, don't worry about it. This has enabled you to understand this task even better next time we attempt it. That you have to see it as every failure is one more step in the ladder towards success. That is how we have to see this. So please don't mind any difficulty what you have seen. It is only the attitude that matters. If your attitude is to learn from your difficulties, you are the winner. There is no doubt about that. I am sure every one of you is a winner. Every one of you are going to shine in your careers, both personal as well as professional lives. You are going to shine if you take this attitude, a good attitude of taking the good and bad in the right spirit, and you should not get too much perturbed by bad, and you should not forget where is your feet with success. That also is a problem. Success sometimes makes people forget where they are, where we are standing, that people forget. This is also another attitude problem. So I am sure those who are successful, please remember where you are standing. As attributed to Sir Thomas Alva Edison, if you are seeing afar, you are standing on the shoulders of giants. It is not that what you have achieved, what you know, what you have learnt, it is not only your this one, because before you, many people have done this. Their effort and their lessons has come to you through textbooks and in colleges and schools from teachers and through mentors. You are having all the inputs from all those so many people who have gone through the struggle, even much before any of these facilities, features, and communication, anything was available. People have done this. So we have achieved something. It is not because of on our own, because we are all standing on the shoulders of giants. That is the attitude those who have succeeded, you should have. That you have succeeded not only because of you. Yes, your effort is very important, but there are many people. Please don't forget your parents and teachers. They are the ones who are responsible for what you are today. And for the people who are feeling not so good because of not 100% successful in this time, please don't worry. Nobody has ever been 100% successful in everything throughout the life. Success and failures are part of our life. It is our attitude, how we handle both success and failure, that makes us a complete and a happy person in our life. So enough of advice to you, but I can tell we are in a very sweet and nice spot today as a generation of human beings, particularly in India. We are in such a nice and sweet spot. There is nothing which should make you feel down, or if at all you feel down for something which is not so happy for you, not so good for you. In fact, chairman was telling 80 kilometer speed in Bangalore, if you are going for docking, we are all searching in Bangalore people, where is that road where we can go in 80 kilometer speed? Can we be unhappy about that? That your roads traffic is so much, where it is not, we need not be, we have to be seeing how that problem can be solved. How as individuals we can become law abiding and follow the traffic rules, not just cross and block the road so that all roads get jammed. This is the attitude problem. This is the time where normally what is not thought of has to be thought of. That in India means chaos. That idea should get eliminated at least from all of your minds. We are also as disciplined and as considerate as others. This thought has to come. Once it comes, rest of the things are, there is no, like yesterday also I mentioned, around the world, if you see the industry leaders, science and technology area, management, finance, everywhere Indians are on top. So it's very clearly telling it is not a problem of ability or the lack of knowledge. It is only due to certain other aspects of personality. That is what is making our country still not reach its potential. So you are the ones who have to carry this country and make it reach its true potential, which we'll all at one day very proudly tell we are a country where everybody is happy, and we are not dependent on anybody, we are second to none. This thought has to come. So only the country depends on all of you to do this, and I am sure many of you will shine in whichever area you are going to choose, whether it is science, education, or engineering, medicine, finance, management, or politics. Let it be any domain. We need competent people to get involved in every area of activity. If certain activity, competent people don't go and take up the work, the incompetent will take over that, and that will result in a chaos for you. For example, if you want, the city roads are not poor. The city roads need to be maintained by competent people. All competent people think that maintaining city roads is below my dignity. The city road maintenance job will go to the incompetent people. So we have to continue to live in this situation only. I'm just giving it as one example only. Everywhere it is the same. Those who are complaining about something not good are the first ones who should go and solve the problem. And I'm sure all of you are also having the same kind of mindset that you want to solve the problem, not just only tell there is a problem. Isn't it? All of us know there is a problem. But we are the ones who have to solve the problem. Thank you very much once again for coming to Bangalore URSC and participate in this IRoC-U 2025 competition. And all of you have performed extremely well. Congratulations to every one of you, and wishing all of you all the very best in your future, private as well as public life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words and for your unwavering commitment to nurturing the next generation of innovators. Just to extend what Director had said, winning is not the only measure of worth, progress is. And by stepping into this challenge, you have made a leap forward. So keep building, keep learning, and never stop striving.
To commemorate the success and memories of IRoC-U 2025, a souvenir has been prepared, capturing the spirit, achievements, and moments from this challenge. We now invite our respected dignitaries on the stage, and on also behalf of Chairman ISRO, to formally release the IRoC-U 2025 souvenir. Thank you, sir. This souvenir will stand as a proud memoir of the efforts and enthusiasm that define this event.
As we draw the curtains on IRoC-U 2025, let us remember this challenge may conclude today, but the spirit it embodies will continue in the classrooms, labs, and dreams of all who participated. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. And through IRoC-U, you have all taken a bold step towards shaping that future. Now, I would like to invite Srimati R. Srividya to please come on stage and deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. As we near the conclusion of the IRoC-U 2025 challenge, it's my honor to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of the entire organizing team. First and foremost, our deepest gratitude to the management of ISRO headquarters and URSC for their vision and unwavering support in conceptualizing and facilitating this platform that brings together young minds and space science. A sincere thanks to the IRoC-U 2025 Organizing Committee under the leadership of Sri Sunil Kulkarni, whose guidance has steered this event from planning to execution with excellence. We also acknowledge We also acknowledge the efforts of each subcommittee, technical, program, evaluation, coordination, logistics, media, hospitality for their committed and seamless teamwork. To the evaluation committee, thank you for the fairness, diligence, and professionalism with which you evaluated the teams, making the competition both challenging as well as meaningful. A special word of appreciation to all the participating institutions, the faculty coordinators, and student teams. Your creativity, hard work, and spirit for innovation have been the heartbeat of this challenge. Your contribution has made IRoC-U more than a competition. It has become a learning celebration for each and every one of us here. We are honored by your presence of inviting former ISRO scientists and dignitaries. Your legacy continues to inspire every aspiring engineer and innovator gathered here. Behind every successful event lies an efficient support system. A big thank you to all the logistics and operation teams, the volunteers, and the always dependable EMD canteen staff for making sure that everything from movement to meals was handled with care and precision. A big thank you on all of us, from all of us. To everyone who works silently behind the scenes and to everyone of you present here, thanking you for being a part of the IRoC-U 2025 and making it a success to remember for the years and days to come. There's a small announcement here. We request the dignitaries on the stage to go and occupy the seats in the front. There's going to be a photo session from the dais so that he can cover the entire team sitting here. And thank you once and all, and with sincere gratitude. Yeah, all of you please be seated so that we can cover all of you properly, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you once again with sincere gratitude. Jai Hind. There's a small announcement. Each team member can come on the dais for an individual photo with our director, sir. Vidya, yeah. Can you please quickly come on stage, team?